Welcome to the Ahern Video Podcast. Today I want to talk about trucking and stress management. Every day I get telephone calls. I'm getting tired of this industry. I'm getting tired of the regulations. I'm getting tired of the insurance increases. I'm getting tired of the catastrophes that are affecting my business. I'm getting tired of shippers. I'm getting tired of employees. I'm getting tired of lawsuits. I'm getting tired. Trucking is stress management at the highest level. It's very difficult to define your own industry in trucking because there's so many variables that you can't control. It's very difficult to control weather. It's very difficult to control an accident, even though you're very safety conscious. It's very difficult to control if your insurance agent at the last minute pops something on you. It's very difficult to control if you don't stay on top of taxes because it impacts your bottom line. It's very difficult if you're not looking for alternatives all the time when your bank comes in and says, oh, by the way, we're going to pull your credit line. Stress management is so important in trucking. I've constantly said that in order to keep your mind sharp, you need to keep your body sharp. If you look at some of the most successful trucking companies today, they have gyms. Why do they have gyms? It's a way to release stress. They've got yoga, they've got boxing, they've got kickboxing, they've got weightlifting. And even though it takes some time out of your schedule, it also brings you down to a level where you can breathe. This is a very difficult business. It's a pennies business. It's a cyclical business. It's a business that can eat you alive if you don't handle it well. It's a business that can put you in your grave. People don't focus on this, but I, with my clients, try to focus on stress management all the time. If you're so overwhelmed, step back, don't make a decision. Step back, take a deep breath. People ask me all the time, how can you handle all these different things? How can you be involved in an acquisition one day and saving a company from bankruptcy the next, doing a successor plan the next? How do you keep yourself grounded? I said, it's very simple. At the end of the day, if I'm really stressed out, I go to the gym for an hour and a half. And I beat the crap out of the bag. I run on the treadmill. I lift heavy weights that I'm not supposed to anymore because of my age. And I'm totally exhausted, but guess what? The stress is gone. And then I get up to fight another day. You cannot keep stress inside all the time because it's going to eat you alive. You cannot find a channel to get out of that stress, because what happens when you're under stress? You take it out on your employees. You take it out on your family. It's not your employee's fault, and it's not your family's fault if you've got business challenges. In this lifetime, the good Lord's only going to give you the challenges you can handle. But I used to say to my grandfather, when is he going to quit giving me these challenges? The point I'm making is we're in a very difficult economic climate right now. We're in a very difficult political climate right now. There's going to be more pressures on banks to be more careful. There's going to be more legislation to go after banks if funds are not protected properly. So you've got to think outside of the box, but the first thing you have to do is you have to take care of yourself. If you can't breathe, if you get up every morning and you have a headache and you hate going to work, you have stress. And do something about it, because the most valuable asset you have is yourself. The most valuable asset you have is your family. And if you don't protect yourself and your family, then you don't protect your employees. Everybody gets stressed out. I remember a client said to me a couple days ago, I've got to pay you all this money and you don't do anything. And I went home and told my wife, and she says, what are you talking about? You get calls till 1 in the morning. People call you on Christmas. They call you on holidays. You got to listen to all their problems. What do you mean you don't do anything? I said, slow down. What's happening is he now has to pay me. And he's stressing out over paying me. You got to deal with stress. You got to make sure that at the end of the day, you don't take it out on your employees or your family. And you have to find a way, whether it's walking, whether it's lifting weights, whether it's swimming, whether it's hiking, whether it's going to a funny movie. But you need to remove that stress. You're not going to find stress in a bottle. You're not going to find stress in a funny cigarette. The relief is going to be within sight. So the next time you get stressed out, remember that we all do. The next time you get stressed out, remember, do something to get rid of that stress, and the next day you'll be able to fight another battle. Until next time, thank you for attending the podcast.